Good morning. My name is the Duke of Happiness. Today I want to tell you a story of an old man. This old man would wake up every morning and take a walk to the dam. And then when he got to the dam, he would sit there for 5 minutes, take a smoke, and then walk back. Now the interesting part is that he didn't use the normal route that everyone was using to the dam. He created his own route, straight from his house to the dam. And then when he came back from the dam, he would use the same route that he just created, the same route that he used to walk to the dam. So an old man did this every morning, waking up, go to the dam, get to the dam, smoke, and then walk back home. And then when he got home, he went straight to his garden and started working on his garden for the rest of the day. So as time went by, after a couple of weeks, an old man added another trip to the dam. So now he would walk to the dam after lunch as well. He would go to the dam in the morning, and then he would go to the dam straight after lunch, using the very same path that he had just created. And then when we got to the dam, he would do the same thing. He would sit down, have a 5-minute smoke, and then walk back home. Again, another couple of weeks went by, and then an old man added another trip to the dam. So what happened is now, even in the evening, just before supper, an old man would walk to the dam and do the very same thing. He would walk to the dam. When he got to the dam, he would have 5-minute smoke and then walk back home. And no matter what time he came back from the dam, he would go straight to his garden and do some work in his garden. So an old man did this for a couple of months, and people started to notice it. So now people of the village began to be suspicious. They started sending their children because they couldn't understand why the old man would walk every day, 3 times a day to the dam. And then within 5 minutes he would come back. So they started sending their children to actually follow the old man and see what he does at the dam. As instructed, children followed an old man, and then when they got to the dam, they actually noticed that an old man would just sit there for 5 minutes, have a smoke, and then walk back. So the children told their parents that the old man just sits there for 5 minutes and have a smoke, and then he'd come back. So now the people of the village decided that an old man was losing his mind. They decided that an old man is now becoming a threat to the village because he was going crazy. So some suggested that they don't know what he might do next. He might hit them. He might endanger them. So a lot suggested that an old man must leave the village, because now it was almost a year and an old man was doing this each and every day without fail. So people of the village put together a meeting. They called a meeting, and they all agreed that an old man must be chased away. So the plan now was that they were going to go to the old man, chase him away, and burn his house, because he was crazy and he was becoming a danger and a threat to the village. But an old man kept doing it over and over again. He would go to the dam, take a 5-minute smoke, and come back. Now, even the children of the village were beginning to be naughty towards the old man. They were beginning to be mean towards an old man. They would throw stones at him. They would do silly things that naughty children do. But that didn't bother an old man at all. An old man still continued with his everyday journey to the dam. So he did this from the summer of that particular year to the autumn to winter, and then to spring. So after the third year, when the third summer came in, when the third summer approached, heavy rain started to fall. Just before they were ready to chase an old man away, heavy rain started to fall. And then what happened is, water from the dam, the dam was so filled with water, it was so full, that the water started to overflow into the tracks of the old man. Water started to follow the tracks of the old man, the tracks that the old man was taking each and every day to his garden. And then water went all the way from the dam to the old man's garden. And all this time the old man was working in the garden, he was actually digging a very big hole in the garden. So the water went straight to that hole, and then it filled the old man's hole. So droughts approached. The dam ran dry because water from the dam would go straight to the river, and then the river would flow. So now people from the village didn't have water anymore. But they noticed that an old man wasn't struggling to get water, he was even watering his garden. So they sent elders to go find out where the old man is getting water from. And then the old man said to them, the only reason why I would wake up every morning to the dam is because I had a vision. I had a vision that a big drought was approaching. So I decided to make a trail from the dam, and then I opened a big hole in my garden so that water would go straight to that hole. That this mini dam that I built in my garden is not only for me, but it's for the entire village. So tell your children and your wives that they are welcome to come use my water, because it's not mine, it's for everyone in the village. Now people rejoiced, people were happy, people were grateful, people thanked the old man. They saluted him for his selflessness. They even named the school after the old man. So I want to say to you, in whatever it is that you do, don't worry of what people are saying about you. As long as you feel that it is right, keep doing it. As long as you feel that it is what you must do, then keep doing it. Irrespective of how crazy people think you are, irrespective of how insane people think you are, irrespective of the judgments that people say against you. Keep doing what you think is right. Keep doing what you think is best. Keep doing what you think is for the good of men. Because when the results shows, people will forget that they judged you. People will forget that they said wrong things against you. People will forget that they were actually considering killing or even chasing you away. All that will matter is that you will become their hero. So keep doing what you do. My name is Tshepo, the Tshepo Fabulous.